We now move on to sum number 9 of the numericals of the pulley. So figure 3.34 shows a block and tackle system used to lift a load. So they are already given the strengths and everything. How many strengths of tackle are supporting the load? Draw the arrow. So okay, we need to draw the arrow, so we'll better draw the figure first. So accordingly, you have this particular figure given to you, that there is a block and tackle system of 2 pulleys on the movable, fixed point, fixed support, and 2 pulleys in the block which is a movable block. So fixed block 2 pulley and movable block 2 pulleys, and connected to this is the load. So yeah, load, drawing of the load, very important. And they are given that the effort is applied downwards, so that's why we are connecting it in this form. We're starting here, it goes here, then goes here, and then it connects here. So we see that over here is the effort in the downward direction. Now first thing, there are how many strengths of tackle are supporting the load? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first answer is 4 tackles. Okay, so how many strengths? So it's 4 strengths, not tackle. Tackle is 1 only. 4 strengths. The B part is draw arrows to represent tension in each string. So we have tension in 1, 2, 3 and 4 as T, T, T and T. So this will be the marked over here. So T marked. The C. What is the mechanical advantage of the system? So mechanical advantage, they are not given anything, but if it is an ideal machine, then for ideal machine, MA is equals to N is equals to 4. Number of pulley. We move to the fourth one. When the load is pulled up by distance 1 meter, how far does the effort move? So you are given that DL is equals to 1 meter. Now VR is equals to DE upon DL, and VR is equals to 4 because VR is equals to N is equals to 4. Therefore 4 is equals to DE upon 1. So our DE will be equal to 4 meters. So the distance moved by the effort will be equal to 4 meters. How much effort is needed to lift the load of 100 Newton? So we have MA is equals to load upon effort. So it's 4 is equals to load is 100 Newton upon effort. So effort is equals to 100 upon 4 is equals to 25 Newton. So we see that the effort required for a load of 100 Newton is 25 Newton. Are we clear with this? So with this, we are having this for the question number 9. The different questions which were asked was written in this form. Okay, right. The next we see is question number 10. A block and tackle system has a velocity ratio 3. Draw a label diagram of a system indicating the point of application of the direction of the load L and the effort E. And then they have got further questions also. So let us first draw the system. So accordingly, we have the sum number 10. So sum number 10, we have got the block and tackle system having 3 pulleys. So this is the rigid support. The rigid support contains one fixed pulley ka block which has got 2 pulleys, 1 and 2, and a hook. Connected to this is another block of pulleys which is just having one single movable pulley. So that is the load which is connected here like this. First thing is draw the label diagram of the system indicating the point of application of direction on the load. So here we see it is going to be this way, that the effort connected like this, going to the lower pulley, then upper, and then connected to this one. So it is T, T and T over here, T, T and T. This is the effort. Effort being downwards and the T being upwards like this. So this is the, first of all, this is the drawing of the diagram. Okay, you need to put the direction of the load and the effort. We've already put that thing. A man can exert a pull of 200 kgf. So he can exert a pull of 200 kgf. So first thing is effort is equals to 200 kgf. What is the maximum load he can raise with the efficient system? Pulley efficiency is 60%. I've given that efficiency is equals to 60%. VR is equals to N is equals to 3. So efficiency is equals to MA upon VR. So it's 60 is equals to 60 upon 100 is equals to MA is MA upon VR is 3. So 60 into 3 upon 100 is equals to MA. So that gives us as 1.8, or we can say MA is equals to 1.8. Okay, MA is 1.8. Accordingly, what we need is to find out the effort. So we know that the effort was 200. So MA is equals to load upon effort. So we say 1.8 is equals to load upon effort is 200. Therefore, load is equals to 1.8 into 200 is equals to 360 kgf. So the load, if he is able to apply a load effort of 200 kgf, he can lift 360 kgf with this machine having an efficiency of 60%. If the effort end of the moves by 60 centimeters, what distance does the load end move? So now we see about the VR. So VR is equals to dE upon dL. VR is 3 and dE, that is, they are given that the effort end moves by 60 centimeters. So 60 over here. So dL is what we need to find out. So 60 upon 3 is equals to 20 centimeters. So the load is going to move by 20 centimeters when this is moved by 60 centimeters. When the effort is moved by 60 centimeters, the load moves by 20 centimeters. This was the answer for question number 10. Okay. We move on to the last question, that is question number 11. Okay, we have got this question number 11 over here. So let's see what is the question about. You are given 4 pulleys and 3 strings. Okay, so now we have got 4 pulleys and 3 strings. That means it is not a block and tackle system. Because when will there be a block and tackle system? When there is only one string. When there is more than one string, it means it is a combination pulley. And when you have got a combination pulley with 4 pulleys, that means you have got a combination pulley such that 3 will be movable and 1 will be fixed one. So draw a neat and label diagram to show them so as to obtain a maximum mechanical advantage equal to 8. That's very simple now, because since it is 8, so we are sure that there are 3 movable pulleys, because in case of a combination pulley, the velocity ratio and the mechanical advantage is 2 raised to n. So 2 raised to 3 is 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So we are sure that what we need to draw will be a combination pulley. In your diagram, mark the direction of the load, effort and the tension in each string. What assumptions have you made to obtain the required mechanical advantage? So we see over here, the first one is there will be a fixed kind of a rigid support. So this is a rigid support, and to this rigid support is first connecting is going to be a movable pulley. So you have got a string. So this is the first string. So first string has got this particular movable pulley over here, which is connected. So sorry, it is going to be like this. So this is the first one, which is a movable pulley, which is connected to the load. So the load over here, it's the load, right? And accordingly, it will be divided into 2 parts over here. So it will be divided into 2 parts. So there will be tension here and tension here. This one is connected over here to another pulley. So this is another pulley over here, which is going to be, so this is the load for the another pulley, and this again is a movable pulley like this. Again, it is the T over here and T over here, right? And then this is connected to another pulley over here. So this is the another pulley, which is again a movable pulley, connected like this, and there is a tackle which is connected here like this. And now this one goes through a single fixed pulley and goes like this. So this is how the effort is going to be. So effort is going to be put downwards. The T is going to be here and over here. So this is how the T is going to be there. So this is the way. In marked diagram, the direction of the load. So load of course is the downward direction. The load is the downward direction, and the effort is over here again in the downward direction. And what are the assumptions made? The first assumption made is ideal machine. Okay, it is an ideal machine. Secondly, no friction. Third is negligible mass of tackle and movable pulley. Okay, these are the different kind of assumptions what we have made while drawing this figure. So that was the part of the question number 11. That is, okay, yeah, one thing we can do is that you can mark this as T1 and T1. This will be T2 and T2 and T3 and T3, because here it is not the same, and this is T3. So because these are not same, that's why we need to put them as separate values. Right, so this was about the different sums, that is question the 11 sums of the pulley system. Now, as such, everything is quite easily done, but I think that we should go for one more sum, and that is the solved example number 4. That is a solved example which is number 4, which is given over here. They are given that a block and tackle system has 2 pulleys in each block with the tackle tied to the hook of the lower block and the effort applied upwards. So this is a typical example which I was talking about, wherein the effort is applied upwards, and whenever the effort is applied upwards, the velocity ratio is not equal to the number of pulley, but it is equal to number of pulley plus 1. So first thing is we need to draw a block and tackle system having this kind of arrangement. So let's see example number 4 of this particular thing, because it's a unique sum. That's why I felt that we should go through this thing and check it out. So example number 4, that is a block and tackle system wherein the fixed support over here has got the 2 pulleys which are the fixed pulleys. So 2 fixed pulleys, and then there is the movable part again having 2 movable pulleys. So 1 pulley here and 1 pulley here. And then there is the load at this point. So this is the load. Okay, this is what the sum looks like. Now we need to put the tackle, and the tackle is such that it is being placed in a way that it is going to be upward. So we are going to see it connect like this, then connect like this, then goes here, and connects here. So this is the different part. So accordingly you can see the distribution will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All these are the distribution of the load. Hence over here that E is equals to T, but L is equals to 5T. Okay, that is why efficiency, that is, sorry, the MA is equals to 5 and VR is equals to 5. So this is what is the important part over here. So the arrangement shows over here L is equals to 5 and E is equals to T. So MA is equals to 5. If the load moves up a distance of x, then the free end of the string also move by a difference 5x, hence VR is also 5. So hence effort is applied upwards, so its mechanical advantage and velocity ratio is more than the total number of pulley used. It is equal to the number of strings supporting the load. So here when it is this way, it is the number of strings supporting the load. So number of strings supporting are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Accordingly you will be having it as 5. Let's see, effort, of course I will put the effort also upwards. So the 5 strings are supporting the load. Accordingly the MA and the VR are 5. So this was about the example 4 also, and this also comes to an end of our chapter machines. So machines, which has got only 2 parts. That was the one which was related to the lever, and other one was the pulley. So these were the 2 things which are present in the machines. So that gives you the end of the 3rd chapter of physics, that is machines. Okay, the numericals in these chapters are very important, so please go through them properly and see to it that you are able to solve each and every numerical yourself. No doubt I have given the solution to each and every numericals which is present in the numerical section of the question answers, but I would like you to do it on your own also, so that you are you are increasing your confidence that yes, you can do the numericals of this chapter properly. Okay, because numericals play a very important role in physics papers, so that's why I see to it that you are able to do the numericals properly. So this was the end of the chapter machines.